Welcome to the Confiance.ai Days. I'm really pleased to welcome you today for many reasons. The first one, because we have many e-meeting, e-discussion, etc., and so it's really good to see you in person and to have this kind of discussion and technological and partnership discussion today with you in person. Many reasons, because I believe that we have all the same wish to develop a more trustworthy AI, and it will not possible alone. We have to have more cooperation, more discussion, and it's really important for us, for Confiance.ai, to have you today in order to further discuss some cooperation and that's why I welcome the signature of a memorandum of understanding with VDE just after. For many reasons, because we know that. No, I believe that I have some slide, but not this one. Okay, so no. No, Yannick. Okay, so I believe that we all share also the concern about the regulation, because as you all know, we have a regulation on AI that are actually in discussion at the Commission. And so it's really important for scientific, technological, but also industrial reasons that we develop some more solution for trustworthy AI in order to ensure the competitiveness in Europe, but also to develop some good tech, if I can say, for everyone and for all the citizens. So that's why it's also a big issue. We see that in the regulation we have four main criteria. We have high-risk application, the unexpected application, and also the limited risk application and the low-risk application. But we have to understand that trustworthy AI will be at the heart of all this kind of application, but because even if you have a low-risk application, the concern of trustworthiness will be high. And it will be for all the industrial a real business value to propose some solutions that are compliant to some standard, to some label, etc., etc. And we see that cooperation is really at the heart of Confiance.ai. When we start, we are only 12 or 13 partners. After the first year, it was 45 partners, and now we are roughly 50 partners inside Confiance.ai after the beginning, and after 2 years. And so it's really important for us, and we build up this program to provide some solutions, some tech, and some scientific development, but also to ensure some more cooperation with some other country in Europe, but also with, we have a lot of discussion with Quebec also, and that's really at the heart of the program. The cooperation is really at the heart of the program. We have some concern in Europe with the regulation because we need to have a well-balanced architecture between innovation and regulation and the protection of the citizen. But we are not alone. I don't know, but maybe you see also that there is a new Bill of Rights at the US actually on trustworthy AI related to accountability, etc., etc. So it's not only a concern for Europe, but it's really a global concern. But Europe wants to take the lead on this topic in order to provide and to push forward their value in terms of responsibility, in terms of robustness, safety, etc., etc. So that's why it's really important for us to take the lead on these new solutions that we need to develop. We are facing many scientific, technological challenge, industrial challenge, and we cannot do it alone. So that's why we need some more cooperation, and that's why it's really important for us to share some common concern, to share the result we have, and to discuss about the result you have also, and to try to see if there is some match in order to work together a little bit more, if I can say. We have also lots of concern about standardization, because as you may know, regulation will be operationalized into standardization. And we are really keen to support all the standardization bodies, such as Sensenelec, such as ISO, so at the European level, but also at the international level, because it will be one of the key elements in order to ensure the responsibility and to provide industrial counterparts some real concrete guidelines in order to implement and have something which is at the end actionable for all, for the big company, of course, but also for the startup and SMEs. So that's why we work a lot also with startup and SMEs into Confiance.ai, and we already, and you can see also during the demos that there is a lot of startups that are involving actually into Confiance.ai. So for us, it's really important to push forward this value for all, and for all the company, and not only for the big one, but also for the startup and SMEs. Confiance.ai it's a really specific program. It's a really specific program also for French, because it's something which is quite a bit particular into the French ecosystem. We have other center or initiatives that work also on this topic, such as Anity in Toulouse, etc., etc. But Confiance.ai is really aimed to develop what we call a trustworthy AI environment. So that's why tools and methodologies are key for us. And in order to be sure that these tools and methodologies are used and deployed, we have to discuss, we have to share some common concern. And that's why for us the cooperation and international discussion are really key. And that's why we want to support some more discussion with you. So I will be really pleased to have the signature of a cooperation with WDE and with Germany just after. And the last point I would like to mention is that it's something, if I can say, back to the future 2 years ago, we start only the program, we are only few people, only few partners. And for me, it's really something which is impressive to see more than 200 or 300 people working on this program after 2 years. Because the workforce and the people are really key in order to develop this type of solution. So to see the improvement of what we do, the implication of the people, it's really impressive. So maybe I can give the floor to Bertrand in order to present you the more in detail. Oh, I forgot to mention something. The white paper that we will publish today. We will publish a white paper, especially on Trustworthy AI engineering. So it's really a tough work from all the team. Bertrand. Thank you so much. And thank you to Bertrand and all the contributors, of course. And it's really a way for us to present the program, to give you some more details about what we do. And so it's really a call for cooperation, because it's a way for us to present what are the activities of Confiance.ai, what are the main aim of Confiance.ai, what are the challenges we are facing also, and what are the view and the strategy we have in terms of development. And so it will also present all the activities of the program, not in details, of course, because if not, the booklet will be more high and more heavy. But it's really a way for us to show a little bit more of the program and open also the program to the community. Thank you, Bertrand. Thank you all. And I will once again thank you for coming today.
Merci, Julien. So hello everyone. It is good that you talked about our blue paper, so I don't have to talk about it anymore. It's not exactly a white paper. It's showing what we do, more or less. And it will be you all have this in your bags, in your conference bags. But it will be put. Maybe it's already there. By the way, I don't know. It will be put in PDF on Confiance website, so that it has a wider diffusion. So I just want to talk to you about the program for today. It's a tight program. We have lots of things to see and to discuss. So the morning, in the morning, we have presentations of projects and let's say a scientific conference in general. So we'll have a first session with 4 presentations, starting with a short presentation of Confiance, and then you have the program, so you will see some contributions from our friends from Germany and from Quebec. Okay, we leave a lot of time to visit the exhibition. So the first opportunity will be at the first break at 11:30. But also we have a sort of a long lunch period so that you have really some time to look at the village. And the village will close at 3 o'clock. So once we get back to the room in the afternoon, you won't have any more opportunity to look at the exhibition. The posters will be gone. So yeah, I encourage you to take advantage of the lunch break to look at what is in the village. So before the lunch break, we'll have also 3 presentations of programs and projects and scientific conference. In fact, we put Sebastian Hallensleben presentation of VDE in the morning because you have constraints, you have to leave. But this is a good opportunity because, as you said, we will have the signature of this memorandum of understanding just before lunch. So after that, okay, I encourage you to visit the exhibition, but I also encourage you to come back to the room because we will have in parallel the visit of the exhibition and posters and some remote contributions from our friends from Quebec. 3 scientific conferences that will take place in this room while the exhibition will still be open. So we will, let's say, share between these two events. And then the afternoon is really devoted to the actions in standardizations and labeling activities. So many contributions because there are so many activities around this. Huh? I don't give the detail, you have it in your program and you will see. And we almost finish with a roundtable discussion on internal collaboration and the AI Act, followed by a conclusion by some of the program partners and by the current interim national coordinator of the French strategy for AI. And then we thought, well, while we are still all together, why don't we have a drink? So it's just, the exhibition will be closed, so it's just the pleasure of being together and talk about everything that we like to talk about. And so this will be the end of the day. It has a starting time. I don't know if it has an ending time, but depending on what we do. Okay, so I think I don't know what time it is. In the interest of time, I think we should start the presentation as early as possible because it will leave more time for everyone for the presentations. So we start with the first session, and I'm asking Juliette and Rodolphe to come and talk to us about, and talk to you essentially, because we know a bit about it. Talk to you about Confiance.ai.